Dear friends, let me introduce to you today an analysis of a poem Snow is Falling by Boris Pasternak. The poem Snow is Falling was written by Pasternak in 1957. By this time, poet had already significantly departed from his former futuristic convictions and in his work turned to real-life phenomena. Just in case if you don't know the poem, you can find it in the description below, so you can pause the video and go ahead and read it before we will start. So, the poem was created during a very difficult period in the poet's life. Increased pressure from the authorities after the publication of the novel Dr. Zhivago abroad decreased Pasternak's physical condition. The title of the poem states its theme, snowfall. However, in addition to a landscape sketch of a winter snowfall, the poem contains philosophical reflections on the transience of life, so it can rightfully be attributed to a landscape of philosophical lyrics. At the center of the work, Pasternak places the problem of time and our life during this time. Pasternak perceives Moscow snowfall as a magical flight that carries people through the sidewalks, intersections and staircases of the city. The poet masterfully conveys the atmosphere of a winter day, personifying a snowfall with a living being. The miraculous transformation of the world, mesmerizing with its beauty, giving the feeling of a holiday, is compared to the meeting of heaven and earth. Snowfall brings these two different worlds together. But at the same time, with a joyful feeling, the poet and lyric hero feels confusion in his soul. After all, with each snowflake, the precious times given to us runs away, and the present instantly becomes the past. Confusion is translated through such epitaphs like surprised plants, walking through the life of a wintered pedestrian, and the turn of the crossroads, which is perceived as a turn of fate, where a person has a choice of life path. Snowfall makes the lyrical hero to look at everyday things in a different way, understand and feel time in a different way, combining the idea of time and such a natural phenomenon as snowfall. The poet reveals the main secret of time, relativity of its course, the eternal continuous movement of snow created by the dynamic repetition of the words. Snow is falling. Snow is falling. And it becomes a symbol of time that cannot be stopped even for a moment. In an incomprehensible way, poet harmoniously combines temporality with eternity in his poem, and there is an eternal movement of time. For example, maybe time runs away, maybe year after year. Seeing life in detail and at the same time grasping the general plan, the poet combines the concrete, for example, the flowers, the step, the staircase, and the infinite, the running of time. Boldly mixing everyday life and being, Pasternak, through simple everyday things, reaches the level of the universe, the level of eternity. The special expressiveness of the work is achieved due to the variety of used visual means, for example, metaphors, white stairs in a storm, comparisons as if with the look of an eccentric, epithets, a withered pedestrian, surprised plants, etc., personifications and many others. Pasternak managed to convey the feeling of elusive time, imperceptible approach to the turn of life, after which a different life begins. At the turn of the crossroads, the poet encourages people to think about their direction in the movement of life, to appreciate every moment lived in the never-ending run of time. With this short interpretation, I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. Enjoy every single moment of your life, make it special for yourself and to your beloved ones. And I say goodbye to you until the next time.